Multi-million-dollar drones are helping us fight the war on terror, and right now that includes ISIS.
But before they can pull off missions in places like Iraq or Syria, the pilots get their training right here in New Mexico at Holloman Air Force Base. Anchor Royal Day takes us inside the elite program.
Terrorists, ISIS, foreign hostages. America is at war, and remotely piloted aircraft, RPAs, or as most people call them, drones, are powerful weapons in the battle. But long before drones do work here, the pilots who operate them learn how to do so at Holloman Air Force Base. There are 31 drones at Holloman, 22 MQ-9s which carry bombs and Hellfire missiles, and 9 MQ-1s which carry bombs only. Both have high-tech cameras that can spot even the most elusive person or vehicle day or night. They're unmanned aircraft used in the military for surveillance and combat missions. Southern New Mexico was picked for drone training because of its geography.
Holloman Air Force Base specifically, we have so much airspace, so much range right above the airfield that we can take off from here and in a matter of minutes be in our restricted airspace.
Pilots begin training on a simulator.
The pilot always sits on the left side and the sensor operator sits on the right side.
It's a computer program designed to look like Afghanistan.
Well, historically a lot of operational missions have been conducted around Afghanistan, so we try to give the students high fidelity training that will be representative of what they might be encountering once they go to an operational squadron.
They eventually move into a drone cockpit. Inside this metal container, the pilots launch the aircraft live while never leaving the ground, which is the exact setup they use after they graduate.
We can basically provide our students with the best training possible, most realistic training that we can.
The Air Force wants to know pilots can handle the pressure.
Attention to detail, situational awareness, good communication skills.
Once they graduate, they could be flying drones in war zones right away. The latest numbers from the Pentagon show there are 304 drones being used in the military. Pilots could potentially be stateside as their drone flies over and bombs an overseas target.
I always felt like I was part of the mission. I've heard through many media sources, they're like, oh, you guys can't understand or feel since you're remotely located. I never found that to be the case. I always felt like I was really emotionally involved in the mission.
These aircraft are proving to be a valuable asset to the Air Force. The program is growing fast. Holloman Air Force Base wants to train more pilots, but officials tell us there aren't enough instructors. The first Holloman class in 2009 had 136 graduates. 714 will finish the program this year.
There are female drone pilots in the Air Force, none currently training right now at Holloman Air Force Base. The bigger drones are worth about $12 million. The smaller ones, $4 million. Back to you.
Holloman is often at the forefront of new aircraft technology. The base used to house the country's stealth bombers.
Drones aren't just